So, dear friends, we are in human resource management, and in human resource management, we are in the first chapter, the first unit. You, you just see the syllabus once. In the first unit, what we have discussed, we will just recap. Our first unit is Introduction to Human Resource Management and Environment. In this first unit, we have completed functions of human resource management, managerial and operative role of human resource management. Especially human resource management functions are divided into two types. I mentioned it, managerial functions and operative functions. With the help of a diagram, I have explained you. I hope you noted that diagram. And we are in this topic, personal management versus human resource management. The differences, the similarities between personal management and human resource management. So after this topic is over, we will move to strategic management approach and the role of globalization in HR policy. HR means human resource policy and practice. These two topics are left in the first unit. So before personal management and human resource management, we have discussed about the evolution of human resource management, how the subject of human resource management evolved over the period of time. Okay, so I hope you recapped all those things, all those that what we have learned, and coming to our topic, we are in the differences between personal management and human resource management. See, operative role and managerial role, we have discussed this with the help of this diagram. This diagram is very important. Please note it. Okay. Now we have discussed so directly. We did not go to personal management and HRM. Please remember, we have discussed that during 1890s, the officer who is concerned with human resources in the organization is known as welfare officer. Then the nomenclature, the name has been changed to labor manager. And earlier it was personal manager. Now it is human resource manager. So we are discussing the differences between personal management and human resource management. These two topics. The differences between these two approaches we are discussing now. So up to beliefs and strategies, these we have discussed. Now coming to line management. See, management role in personal management is transactional. Transactional means just without caring much about the human resources, the manager will operate in personal management. But here, the role of manager is transformational. Transformational means trying to bring out a change, logical change. In the employees, training will be provided to them, or developmental measures, developmental activities will be taken up in the organization. So that is the role of manager. So key managers. So in case of personal management, they are known as personal or industrial relations specialists. But now in HRM, they are known as general business line managers. The nomenclature, the name. In personal management, they are known as personal managers or industrial relations specialists. But now they are being termed as general business line managers. So communication, indirect communication was there. Indirect communication means, say, I am drawing, you try to catch my point properly. So he is the boss of the organization. Okay, he is the topmost boss. Now under him, two directors are working. Let us take for example. Two directors. I am drawing the diagram. Please see. two directors, or you call them as managers, whatever name you give. These two are working under the boss. He is the head of the institution, of the organization. He is the boss. So these are lower level employees. Okay, totally lower level employees are there. 4 employees I am drawing. Now you see, if they want to communicate with the boss directly, they cannot communicate with the boss. They have to convey their message to the managers and or directors, whatever name you give. And then in turn, these managers will speak with the director, with the owner of the organization. So communication is indirect in case of personal management. In case of human resource management, directly they can interact with the boss, with the head of the organization, in case of human resource management. So communication is indirect in case of personal management, whereas communication is direct in case of human resource management. Standardization, high standardization will be there in personal management. Means there will not be any scope for deviation. Standards will be highly strictly implemented in a production or in organizational level or whatever it may be. Everything will be fully operative, fully shown. In case of personal management, everything will be strictly implemented. It is very stringent. Okay, so high standardization will be there, whereas low standardization will be there. Means parity, means there is no difference is shown between employees or among employees in case of personal management. They are being treated as highly respected individuals in case of human resource management. Now coming to prized management skills. So what it implies? It implies how managers deal with their employees, how the highest level bosses deal with the employees. In case of personal management, there is a scope for negotiations. Maybe negotiations means discussions. Discussions may be held with the unions, employee unions, or discussions may be held with the individuals, employees, directly by the bosses. But in case of here, you can see in human resource management, facilitation will be there. Facilitation means there is an ample scope for direct interaction, and all facilities will be provided. All will be able to interact with the highest level authority in the case of human resource management. Now coming to key levers, means important aspects. Selection. See, in case of personal management, separate selection board will be there, and it takes care of the employees, how to recruit, from where to recruit. All those tasks will be separately maintained in case of personal management. Coming to HRM, integrated approach will be there. Integrated approach means the employees who have to be recruited with an open heartedness, with an open mindedness. The bosses will see to it that the bosses would like to see to it that they are being recruited. That is being treated as key aspect, key task. Key means very important, not any lax key. Please remember, key means important task. It will be treated as an important task, and it is not being seen as a separate task. It is integrated, means included. It is one of the tasks of the organization. That's all. There is no separate division of recruitment in case of human resource management concept. Now pay. So pay will be fixed based on job evaluation. What is job evaluation? We will come to know about it deeply in the coming chapter. But for the time being, based on the worker's performance, his performance will be evaluated. Based on that, pay will be fixed. Now, here in case of this, it is performance related. Means job will not be evaluated strictly as it is done in the case of personal management. Here, with human concern, performance will be evaluated. Whereas here, in case of personal management, human concern will not be there. Human tinge will not be there. In case of human resource management concept, the pay will be fixed based on performance. That performance will be evaluated based on human concern. Human angle will be there. Now, conditions in case of personal management, separately negotiated working conditions, everything will be separately negotiated. In what conditions employees have to work, everything will be recorded. Whether helmets will be provided, whether canteen will be provided, what are the working hours, everything will be discussed separately. Whereas here, harmonization will be there. Harmonization means there is scope for striking a balance between what employee is feeling and what boss is feeling. That is harmonization, striking a balance. In case of human resource management concept, conditions will be discussed and they will be harmonized. In coming to labor management, see, collective bargaining will be there. Collective bargaining, I told, is a process in which employees along with their unions sit across a board, sit across a table, and they discuss what they want with the management. If their bargaining power is more, they can get more. Means if they have more influence in the meeting, in board meeting, they can get more benefits from the organization. Whereas in case of human resource management concept, it will be based on individual contracts. It means at the time of appointment itself, they will clearly mention what are the conditions, what is the pay scale that you are going to get, what is the remuneration, what is the compensation, what are the perquisites. Perquisites means additional benefits that an individual will get. Everything will be recorded, and it will be, remember, it will be individual, not collective bargaining. In case of personal management, this is collective bargaining. Means the management will interact with them collectively, with the employees collectively. Whereas in case of human resource management concept, it will not be personal. It will be personal. Okay. So that is the difference between personal management and human resource management. And coming to trust of relationship with stewards. See, in case of personal management, the trust means the major force is regularized through facilities and training. Various facilities will be provided to employees and training will be provided accordingly in case of personal management. Whereas coming to human resource management, it is marginalized. Trust of relations with the stewards is marginalized. Marginalized means sectionalized. Means in the previous topic itself, just now we discussed individual contracts will be there rather than group discussions. So it is the trust of relations, the force of relations is one-to-one. But directly individual can speak with the boss. Okay. Now coming to job categories and grades, many categories will be there. Topmost boss and next level manager, next level foreman, attender, sweeper, like that. Many categories will be there. Many grades will be there in case of personal management. Whereas in case of human resource management, this many levels, this many job categories will not be there. Okay. Now coming to communication. Yes, earlier we have discussed A lower level human being cannot interact with the, cannot communicate with the highest boss in the organization. With the higher level people, they cannot interact in case of personal management. But increased flow will be there in communication. See, communication can be in another way we can discuss it as two-way communication. See, two-way means whatever this person wants to tell to other person, they can interact, they can tell, he can tell. Whatever this man wants to tell to the other person, he can also convey. This is the two-way communication. Whereas one-way means only from top official to the lower official, communication will flow. The lower level official cannot interact with the highest level officer. So this is restricted flow. Restriction means there is a stoppage. In case of personal management, restricted flow will be there. Means a lower level official, a lower level individual cannot interact with, cannot speak with highest level or higher level cadre officer in the organization in case of personal management. That is why communication will be restricted in case of personal management. Whereas increased communication can be observed in case of human resource management concept. Means a lower level officer can interact with higher level officer and vice versa. Higher level officer also can interact, can communicate with a lower level officer, with a lower level employee. Okay? So communication is restricted in case of personal management. It is increased flow in case of human resource management. Coming to job design, how job is designed, how job is clearly demarked. In case of personal management, it is by way of division of labor. The division of labor means, see, suppose in an organization, production will be taken care of by one department, purchases will be taken care of by another department, sales will be taken care of by another department, and the HRM, human resource management, will be taken care of by another department. Advertising can be taken care of, will be taken care of by another department. This is another wing will be there, that is public relations wing. How to interact with politicians or officials, outside officials or press or general public, this will be taken care of by public relations manager. So this is the division of labor in the organization. Various activities will be grouped into separate compartments, separate divisions. And division of labor will be encouraged in case of personal management. Okay, whereas here in human resource management, you can see it is largely teamwork. Exact demarcation will not be there, but teamwork. As a employees will work as a group. As a whole, they will try to achieve the organizational objectives, whatever goals are there, whatever objectives are there. With the help of a teamwork, they will try to achieve in case of human resource management. Whereas it is simply a division of labor. You do this work, I will do this work. He does this work. Likewise, strict demarcation will be there in case of personal relations. Now coming to conflict handling. What is conflict? Conflict means a tussle, a fight between two individuals or two groups or management and a group likewise. So how conflict is handled means how problem is solved. In case of personal management, with the help of temporary truces, they will reach temporary truces. Truce means understanding, temporary understanding. If there is any conflict, any problem between one employee and another employee, between employee and the organization boss, the organization boss will call the individual with whom there is a conflict, and temporarily a solution will be arrived at in case of personal management. Whereas in case of human resource management, mainly steps will be taken to see to it that there is no conflict at all. Conflict does not arise at all. Whatever acts are there, whatever activities that can be taken to see to it that no conflict arises. All those steps will be taken in case of human resource management. So managing climate and managing culture. So culture will be developed in the organization's employees to see to it that no problem arises between employees or between one employee and the organization. So coming to training and development, in case of personal management, controlled access to courses will be there. All will not be trained. Okay, only in case of emergency or in case of high necessity, only those individuals will be trained and developmental activities will be taking care of, taking into consideration only those level of people. See, I clearly mentioned the difference between training and development. Training to a middle level manager or lower level officials, we will provide training that is largely technical, whereas the development implies training provided to a higher level official, maybe director, it may be the person may be a manager or managing director. A higher level official will be there in case of developmental activity. Okay, please try to understand the difference between training and development. So in case of personal management, controlled access to courses will be given, whereas learning companies will be there. Means certain divisions, certain wings in the organization will be set up to take care of training and developmental issues related to employees in the organization. Every year, whatever latest technology comes in the society, the organization will take all the measures to see to it that the latest technology reaches the employees. The employees will be perfect in using that technology for improving performance of the organization. Okay. Now, last difference between personal management and human resource management is focus of attention for intervention. Focus means focus. Okay. Personal procedures will be there. Personalized administration will be there in case of personal management. So wide-ranging cultural, structural, and personal strategies will be adopted in case of human resource management. So attention will be one-to-one, individual attention will be there in case of personal management, whereas in case of human resource management, attention will be part and parcel of the organization. Cultural, structural strategies will be framed to see to it that all are in comfort zone in the organization. Whoever is working in the organization, they are in the comfort zone. So these are the differences between the concept of personal management and human resource management. See, I am repeating, personal management was an earlier concept. Human resource management is the latest concept. So both are related to human beings only. In men, material, machinery, money, these are the 4 resources. In these 4 resources, personal management deals with men only, and human resource management also deals with men only. But the approach is different. So, dear friends, so today we have continued our discussion on the differences between personal management and human resource management. So thank you very much, dear friends.